This video is a quick overview and walkthrough of CrawlWP. It's a WordPress SEO plugin that makes it easy to submit your website's content to search engines for indexing. So right now we're going to cover the installation process and explore how it works. So from our WordPress dashboard, we'll add a new plugin. And on the next page, we're going to search for CrawlWP. Next, we'll install and activate the plugin. Alright, so once the plugin is installed, we can find its menu item in the sidebar on the left. So if I click on it, we'll be taken to the main settings. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and dismiss this notice and we're good. So we're in the indexing tab in the general section. And this is where we can select what we want to index. We have post types and taxonomies. Right now we're indexing posts and categories by default. We can choose when to notify search engines. By default is set to when posts are added. It could be post updated, terms added, or any combination of these options, but it's really up to you. We also have 6 ping delay options to choose from 1 to 60 minutes. Don't forget to save your changes. So here we have options for the Index Now protocol, and this one is enabled by default. You'll see an API key here, which you can set yourself. It just needs to have between 8 and 128 hexadecimal characters. Now here, you'll need to select one of these search engines and that one will notify the others. And that's because the Index Now protocol is a collaboration among search engines where they all basically agree to share URLs they receive with each other. Once you're done with this section, be sure to save your changes. Now moving on, we have an option to connect to Bing directly, and that involves the configuration of an API key. You can click on this link to set it up, and once you're done, you can go ahead and turn it on. The same process applies to Google as well as Yandex. There's also a log section which you can use to configure options relating to the plugin's events. There's also an option at the bottom to set the lifetime of your logs in days. Now moving on, if we click on the final tab, we can see a number of additional plugins from the company. So you can go ahead and check these out. On the left, we have a widget advertising the premium version of the plugin, including its benefits. And if you choose to upgrade, you'll have 3 different pricing plans to choose from. They're standard for $49, Pro from $99, and Agency from $199. So you can go ahead and select the one that best suits your needs. Now I'm going to jump back into WordPress to show you how to install the Pro version. And again, we'll need to add a new plugin. On the next page, click on Upload Plugin and simply drag the zip file that you downloaded after your purchase to this area right here. So I'm going to click on Install Now. And once the installation is complete, I'm going to activate the plugin. Next, we'll go to CrawlWP on the left. And this time we're going to go to the license tab. You'll need to get your license key from your email and paste it in this field. Then click Save Changes. Now it's active and I'm just going to click on No here. And that's basically all we need to do to install the premium version of the plugin. Right now, we're going to connect CrawlWP to Google. And for this, you'll need an API key from Google Cloud Console. So once you have that API key, you can click on API Settings. And from there, go to Google API. Then paste your JSON API key in this field. Once you're done, you can go ahead and save your changes. And we've left a link in the description to a full guide on how you can go ahead and get your Google API key. Now on the left, we're going to click on SEO indexing. And that will take us to the next page where we can see a list of the content that's available for indexing. And what we're seeing here is directly related to the post types and taxonomies that we have allowed to be indexed. We can filter by status, and there are 4 different ones. And the Pro version gives us an option to enable auto indexing. We have a search function, and we can also apply bulk actions to our items. So we can basically submit these URLs for indexing in bulk. For example, we can come here and manually check each one that we want to submit. Then we'll scroll up and we'll go to the bulk actions menu. We'll select Submit for Indexing and click on Apply. We'll need to wait a few seconds and then we'll see that the 3 URLs that we submitted for indexing now have a status of in progress. Turning on the auto indexing feature would do this for you automatically. So we can have this feature on for future content submission. However, if we want to submit all of our links right now, we can just do it with the bulk actions option. So I'm going to select all of my pages and I'm just going to submit all of them for indexing. All right, so eventually all of our content will be indexed. And as soon as that process is complete, I'm going to show you the results. In the meantime, let's explore a different feature. We're going to click on SEO stats on the left, and that's going to open up a page where we can see a ton of SEO reports for our website. So up top, we have a filter for preset time periods with ranges from the last 7 days to the last 16 months. You can also apply a custom range using the from and to options. Just select a from date and a to date. You'll see an overall number of clicks, impressions, click-through rate, and average position for the range that you selected. And that data is also beautifully represented in this chart, which we can see right here. Moving on, we have a section which displays our top keywords and their corresponding analytics. And if you need to find a specific keyword, you can make use of the available search function. So based on my example, here are my PHP related keywords. And this layout is basically the same for other insights such as top pages, devices, and top countries. Now below each section, you'll see options to copy your data and download a CSV. Alright, so now I'm going to hop back into the SEO indexing tab to see the results. So out of 229 items, 197 pages are indexed. 9 of them were indexed by CrawlWP. We have 0 in progress and 32 were not indexed. We can always scroll down to see the status of individual items. And for example, we can click on this one that wasn't indexed, and that will take us to the corresponding Google Search Console page where we can see more information on that specific status. So if we need to investigate the reason for this URL not being indexed, this is the place to be. Okay, so this was a quick overview of CrawlWP.